So today, the Sennheiser HD1 over-ear wireless headphones arrived, and I became pretty excited to try out a premium set of headphones. My relationship in the past with over-the-ear and on-ear headphones have been pretty rocky to say the least, and yes, I am one of those guys who always gets the aches and the uncomfortable feeling around his noggin after prolonged usage. But this time around I figured, you know what, let's give it another try, forget about what we've had in the past, and let's start again and see how we go from here. The HD1 are essentially the Momentum 2.0 that you can find elsewhere in the world. They've just rebranded them here in the USA, whether it's to do with somebody else having the name or whatever, I'm not sure. But they're made from some really premium materials. It makes the HD1s really comfortable. The extremely soft leather on the cups, they feel like no other. It just sort of pressed against my head and it felt really nice. Maybe it's because it's British leather and I'm, well, you know. Anyway. The stainless steel sliders, they move really smooth, but they also hold the cups in place to the desired position and they don't move, so, you know, it's really firm. The headband's also really nice and it's covered in more of that really nice soft leather. Branding's also really minimal with just those two small badges on each side of the headset. One says Sennheiser, the other says HD1. Pretty good job with the branding, it helps keep the look of this device really classic and smooth. The HD1 are pretty easy to travel with also, thanks to the folding mechanism on the band. This allows them to neatly close up and fit inside the provided carry case. It also comes with a nice drawstring bag for extra protection. Also included are a stereo headphone cable to allow listening to your conventional 3.5mm headphone jack that manufacturers are shamelessly removing on devices. A micro USB is also there for charging, and an in-flight adapter for when you're up in the sky and you don't want to use those cruddy ones that they sell you for $5. When it comes to controls, you get a power button that doubles as a pairing button. You just hold down the power until the light starts to blink, and that is then in pairing mode. You also have a slider which when pressed is a play and pause button, and when you slide it from side to side it also functions as your volume slider. It's all really easy to use, it's simple to find, it's not a problem. When it comes to sound, the HD1s really don't disappoint. Over all the genres of music that I've listened to, from simple pop to complex orchestral pieces, the HD1s really do sound great. The highs have that crispness and clarity, and the bass is like a really smooth bass that doesn't vibrate your head. It's more of a deep, low hum. And with this, it doesn't sort of muddy the details in the tracks that you're listening to. You get to hear everything that you should do. The balance for me is almost perfect. They also work really well when it comes to gaming. With the PS4, playing Fortnite, I could hear all the sounds in all directions from everybody around me. Worked really nice. I also enjoy the always-on active noise cancellation. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that these have it on all the time, but I quite liked it. It kept out most of the daily routine noises, but still also allowed me to hear all the important things like sirens and things like that. With other active noise cancellation headsets, I also feel pressure like in my ears, but with the HD1s, I don't get that. They just feel really good. It's simply the most comfortable headset I've actually worn, especially with active noise cancellation. They really do feel great. So at $500, these aren't cheap, and that's okay because they're not supposed to be. They're not for the guy who's going to throw them in the bottom of a kit bag and don't care whether they get broke. The average Joe is going to really enjoy the sound out of these and the comfort, but it's going to be more for the person who really enjoys to hear the finer details of music, and the person who travels a lot. I could see that person owning these, you know, flying around the country weekly, abroad, things like that, getting the most out of them, the most comfortable headset while you're spending hours in the air trying to pass time. They have an amazing build quality and they look just as good as they sound. They have that wonderful retro look. What I would say is that if you can afford a pair of $500 headphones and you're in the market for something like the Sennheiser HD1s, then I would highly recommend you give them a try. They really are that nice.